So Cloudflare is one of the tools that we use that is a huge, huge benefit. It really ensures that our websites don't get hacked, aka confidentiality, and privacy, that when people access the website, they're actually connecting to Cloudflare, not our particular server. So that ensures that when a hacker is actually trying to hack, they're hacking some remote computer, and it really insulates us from potential, Viagra commercials on our clients' websites, things like that. It also is a huge on the availability spectrum because it copies our website all over the globe to different data centers. So if someone accesses our website in China, they don't have to send information all the way across the Pacific, get to our data center in America, then go all the way back across the Pacific. If there's a data center in China, they can connect to it. It's really, really fast for them. So it's huge on availability as well. But it actually has no accountability or auditability records. It's not really intended to do that, and that's fine. So part of our thing is to utilize different tools to accomplish the full range of information security. Google Drive is an interesting one. So I think they sort of intended to do everything well, but they have some pretty big gaps, I think, in confidentiality and privacy, in that Google Drive was partially intended to really be able to share information. So when we create a document, we can share it on the web, we can share it to our clients. We just click, copy this share link, and it's done. So that's really great in the sense that you can share information really easily. The problem is, I think there's not really a good way to sort of rein that back in. Like, you might change your mind later. You might want to make sure that you have the current access list pretty available, but it's pretty hard for us to see, I think, who has access to our different documents without going through each file one at a time. So I think it does a sort of a poor job at confidentiality and privacy. It's better than a lot of services, but it's probably the best one that exists, but it doesn't do a great job in as well as it could anyway. WordPress. So one of the world's most popular content management systems is what we use. It does a good job on some things. Part of the benefit of WordPress is that it's used so widely that when there's a security breach, their security team goes and patches that. So within hours, usually, there's a breach, there's a patch, and we can update our websites in a matter of hours to get the protection of the vast learning potential of the entire internet. So it really allows us to be really up on confidentiality and privacy. But it's also sort of its weakness as well. So because it's so popular, people can target WordPress specifically to try to find breaches in WordPress itself. LastPass. So LastPass, I think, is doing a really, really great job. Actually, when I wrote out the star list, everything was either going to be an empty, a half star, or a full star, but LastPass really knocks it like a home run with confidentiality and privacy. And it's sort of important to understand the reasons why. For a long time, I resisted things like LastPass because you're giving all of your important information to someone. But the interesting thing is LastPass actually doesn't have your information, as crazy as that sounds. All the encryption is done on your computer. There is no encryption on their computer. So when you send a document to Google Drive, Google has a key and they can access that file. So if there's anything that goes wrong, that potentially could get breached. LastPass, on the other hand, they're just storing basically random bits of information. They have no idea what they're storing. They don't even know whose information that they're storing. So when they store a piece of information, they don't know whose it is, they don't know what it is. It's really, as far as they're concerned, all they are is a storage service of random bits of data. So that makes it as secure as you could possibly imagine, because they don't even know what they're storing or who they're storing it for. So it's really secure in that way. And the more systems go towards that system where they don't even know what they're storing, they don't even know whose information they're storing, that's unbelievably better security than what we have in a lot of cases. So that's why they get 2 stars in that sense. I feel like they're a little bit weak in the accountability and non-repudiation because there's no sort of list of who added this password to our passwords list. There's no accountability of if you deleted a password, who deleted it, when did it get deleted. or if the password is changed, who changed the password. These sort of things would really make it a across the board slam dunk. It's not quite there, but it's a really good tool as far as security for confidentiality and privacy.